This is how you're gonna make $10,000 a month dropshipping if you're a complete beginner. I've been dropshipping since I was 17, and I have my dream car, my dream apartment. I travel whenever and wherever I want, and I even bought my mom a car when I was just 19 years old. So if you wanna find out what these 4 core pillars to becoming successful at dropshipping are, make sure to watch to the end of the video. So we have the 4 core pillars right here. We have your product, we have your niche, we have your website, and we have your marketing. So in order to become a successful dropshipper, you need to make sure that you have all 4 of these things working together. So even if you're missing just one of these things, your store and you will not be successful. So let's dive straight into step number 1, and that's going to be go ahead and pick your niche. So we have the clothes niche, obviously, the pets niche, the tech niche, the home niche, the beauty niche, and there's obviously way more other niches out there. But when you're picking your niche, it doesn't always have to be a niche that you like. Everybody always thinks, oh, I need to do a niche or something that I like, right? If you play sports, you don't need to pick sports as your niche. Now, does that mean don't go and pick sports as your niche? No, if you want to do that, then go ahead and do that. So if you're a guy, chances are you probably don't really know anything about the beauty niche and you don't really like the beauty niche. But that doesn't mean you can't go and do the beauty niche. Because with something like beauty, there's a ton of money in that niche. Same thing with the home niche. You might not be interested in that, but the thing is there's a ton of potential in there. So what you want to do is just simply pick one of these niches. Now, you guys might be wondering, why would I go ahead and pick a niche? Why can't I just go and find products and just find the best products and sell those? Which is completely fine. You can definitely do that. So when it comes to creating your store, typically you have these 3 types of stores. We have your niche store, we have a general store, and we have our one product stores. Now with a general store, imagine you create a store that sells beauty products, tech products, clothing, pet products, all different types of niche. That is what a general store is. You just create some sort of brand and you sell literally anything that you want. These stores used to work a lot better before, but nowadays you hardly ever see them and they hardly ever really convert. Now, if you want to be more technical and you're kind of a more skilled dropshipper, you've kind of been in the space for a little bit now, I recommend going with a one product store. I've typically seen that these one product stores do convert at a higher percentage than our niche stores. But because you're most likely a beginner watching this video, I recommend going with a niche store. Now, the reason I'd say go with a niche store is because if you go with a niche store, say you're going with a pet niche and you want to start testing out different pet products, you're able to now find just one product within the pet niche and test that product out. Now, say that product doesn't end up working out and it's not a winner, you then can just go ahead and find another product and literally just upload that into your store and it would work because it's a niche store. Meaning every single time that you test the product out and it doesn't work, you don't have to recreate a brand new store for it. Whereas if you were to create a one product store, every single time you want to test a new product, you have to create a brand new store for it. So that's why I say for beginners, I really recommend going with a niche store. So in my opinion, there's a lot of pros when it comes to creating a pet niche in comparison to the cons. The only issue with the niche store is if you do want to change your niche, you need to create a brand new store for it. So now that you've gone and picked your niche, the next thing that you need to do is find a winning product. So we have a couple ways that we can go ahead and find products online, and the first one is going to be my favorite. This one's going to be called the doom scroll method. Essentially what it is you're going to go on your phone and just simply scroll on TikTok until you find a product that has a ton of views and a ton of likes. Another thing we could also do is now, because TikTok Shop is out, you're able to see what products have a ton of reviews. So if you see a product that has a bunch of reviews, typically this product will have a lot of sales. And now that's how you know, okay, this product is selling a lot. Let me go ahead and copy this. So genuinely, all you have to do is just sit down for 30 minutes to an hour, and instead of just mindlessly doom scrolling, keep into account that you're actually just looking for products. You're doing product research. So don't just get caught up in scrolling and then realizing, oh, I just scrolled for 30 minutes, not even paying attention to products. Because a lot of the times I even catch myself scrolling through TikTok, trying to find a product, and then 15 minutes later, I realize that I've actually just started watching TikToks. So I'm going to give you guys a little demonstration of how you can go ahead and find products on TikTok. I am on the desktop version, so don't mind that. But simply what you can also do, instead of just scrolling on TikTok, because you selected your niche, you can then go and search your niche inside of TikTok. So say you went with the pet niche, we can go ahead and search up something like pet products. Then what we'll see is a bunch of videos with a ton of likes and views. So we have this one right here that has 338,000 likes.
Oh my god.
So it seems to be some sort of hair scraping tool that you can use to pick up hair off carpets and things like that. Now, the reason I say this video and this product is really, really good is because we can see they have 338,000 likes. So this product right here is something that people would want to get because, again, you can see through the likes and all of the engagement. So what we can then do is also click on their page and look at all of the videos that they're doing. So we can see right here that they're getting a ton of views, meaning that there are people that are interested in this product. Again, we can also see right here they have 42,000 followers. So now what I'd say is just take this product and write it down somewhere, and we can then create a list of winning products and then go back and look through them and see which ones that we think are the best. So this is one really good product right here. So we can go ahead and go back to TikTok, back to the pet section, and keep scrolling through here. So we have another product right here that got 53,000 likes, and we can go ahead and click on their page as well. And we can see that they're also getting a ton of views and a ton of engagement. This video having 51,000 likes, this one being at 1.4 million, this one being at 20,000, right? So this is another product that we can go ahead and write down onto our list, and again, come back and look at it and see if this is something that we want to run. So again, if you've already selected a niche, what I recommend, again, type in the search bar and search pet products or whatever your niche is and search up products right after it. Another thing that you can do is just search up whatever niche it is, and then TikTok made me buy it afterwards. That way you can see all the products that are trending on there. Now going back, another thing that we can do is also look on the TikTok ads library. So we can then go ahead and search up TikTok ads library, and what we have is this tool that TikTok gives you where you can go and see all the ads that are being ran on TikTok. So what we can do is go ahead and click on industry, and you can see there's a bunch of different niches and industries over here. So say we're gonna go with the pet niche. So I'm gonna go ahead and scroll down, look for pets. I'm gonna select on that. And then what you can also do is see what are the best performing ads in the last 30 days or the last 180 days. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the 30 days because I wanna see products that are trending now. So now another thing that you can also do is where you see sort by, instead of going with the for you, go ahead and click on reach, and we can see the videos that are getting the most amount of reach on the platform. So we have this product right here, and it looks to be some sort of dog toy that keeps your dog occupied while you're not at home or something like that. So you can see the ball just kind of rolls away and essentially just keeps the dog entertained. But yeah, I definitely recommend going on the TikTok ads library and then again, putting in your niche and then putting in reach, or you can also look through click-through rate and see which videos are getting the most amount of clicks. But you kind of want to be wary because some of these videos don't have high budgets and haven't really been tested for that long. So that's why I said go ahead and look at reach, because these are videos that usually are getting a ton of views already and the products that are getting a ton of views. And now the kind of final way that we can go ahead and look for products is going to be the Facebook ads library. So what you can do inside of the Facebook ads library is also look at the bigger brands that are selling pet products already. So if we came back to TikTok, we can see this company right here called Yomi Pet is running this product right here. So what we can do is head over back to the Facebook ads library and then search for them in the Facebook ads library. Now that we search them up, we can see that they actually are running one ad on Facebook. So this pretty much validates that the product is usually working if the videos that they're running are getting a ton of views and they're also running ads, meaning they are putting money behind the ads. But the other thing is that this ad started running on September 13th and today is the 15th. So this ad just started running, so we do not know if this is an ad that is already working. But going back to their content and their page, we can see they're already getting a ton of views. So what they'll probably end up doing is just taking their most viral videos and then running those as ads. And because the videos already got a ton of views, there's no reason that these videos shouldn't perform just as well. Now, another thing that I want to talk about when it comes to finding winning products is you want to have a product that has some sort of a wow factor and it also solves a problem. So first off, you want your product to solve a problem because it makes it a lot easier to sell. Because typically when people buy a product, it's simply because the product solves some sort of a problem that they have. Now, if you're able to then find a product that solves the problem, but then also has a little bit of wow factor to it, then you have a perfect combination for a winning product. Essentially, your wow factor is kind of the thing that makes your product stand out from everything else. Because say somebody's scrolling on TikTok and they see that your product solving some sort of a problem, but they see it doing it in a different way, they're typically going to be more interested in it. Now, kind of the last thing that I do want to talk about when it comes to finding your product is do not reinvent the wheel. I see over and over and over again where beginners are trying to come up with the next $100 million product, when instead you're just going to end up wasting all of your time trying to find the next thing, when you could have just simply looked at somebody that's already selling something, getting results and making money from it, and just copying them and doing something a little bit better than them. So say you find a product that is already selling and going viral on these social media platforms. All you simply have to do to do better than them is just use the same product, but make sure your website better. Make sure your content is better. Make sure your copy is better. Just find something that you can do that is going to be better than your competitors. Because if you're able to do all the other things better than your competitors, chances are you will outcompete them and you will make more money than them. So again, do not reinvent the wheel. Do not waste your time trying to find the next $100 million product. So we're now moving on to step number 3, and that is going to be creating your Shopify store. So nowadays, a lot of people and myself are all just using AI to build the stores all for us, at least for the starting point. Because instead of just spending hours to create a store from scratch, and then what we can do after AI builds the store for us is we go in and change it up a little bit to make it a lot more custom and look a lot better as well. But for the most part, we do want to use AI to kind of build yourself that base. That way you're able to save up a ton of time. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. So if you go ahead and click the link in the description of this video, I will have the link to storebuild.ai, and this is the tool that we're gonna go ahead and use to build out our store. So when you land on it, it's gonna look something like this, and it's gonna say clothing, pet, tech, home, sports, or if you need some sort of inspiration when it comes to picking your niche. Obviously at this point you should have your niche picked out already, but I'm gonna go ahead and click on build my free store. Now I'm gonna go ahead and enter my email. Then I'm gonna go ahead and click on create free account. So now it's gonna bring us to a page that looks like this, where we have clothing, pet care, tech, home, sports, and if you need more inspiration. But I'm gonna go ahead and click on pet care. Then next I'm gonna go ahead and select a color. So I wanna go ahead and go with the blue one. Now I'm gonna go ahead and select the banner that I want. So I kind of like number 7, so let's go with that one. Now I'm gonna click on claim my Shopify store. After you click on that, it's gonna pop up something like this, where I'm gonna go ahead and claim my store for just $1. So I'm gonna put in my full name, and now I'm gonna go ahead and enter my card information. And also if we come down here, we can see if we wanna get 15 more viral videos every single month, or if we also want to get 15 winning products every single month. So if you guys want to go ahead and get that, you can just go ahead and check it off right here. But for now, I'm just going to leave those blank and then click on buy my store for $1. So now that that is done, we're going to see a page like this. So now we're going to go ahead and click on register on Shopify. Then we're going to go ahead and enter in our email once more. Then I'm going to go ahead and click on start free trial. Then I'm going to go ahead and create a password. After I've done that, it's going to bring us to a page right here where we can go ahead and enter in our card information. But for now, what we can do is go ahead and click on skip. Then it's going to ask us a few questions right here, but I'm going to go ahead and click on skip customize setup again. And now we're all set. We should have our store right here ready to go. So what we're going to do is head back over to storebuild.ai and click on next Shopify link. And then what you're going to do is go ahead and click I have activated it. And then from here, all we need to do is just paste in this link right here from our store. So it'll say admin.shopify. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy that, head back over. And I'm gonna go ahead and click on paste, click on save. And then I'm gonna go ahead and click on winning products. So now what it's gonna say is go ahead and connect to Zendrop. And Zendrop is the supplier that we're gonna use for our store. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on activate Zendrop. Then it's gonna bring us to a page right here. I'm just simply gonna click on install. And then it's going to bring us here. So I'm going to click on install once more. Then I'm going to go ahead and click on continue onboarding, and boom, we're all set. So all we need to go ahead and do is click on go live. So it does say that we need to have our Shopify subscription required. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back to our Shopify plans right here. So now what I'm gonna do is go ahead and get signed up for the $1 a month for 3 months Shopify plan. So I'm gonna go ahead and enter in my card information. Then once I've done that, I'm just simply gonna go ahead and click on subscribe. And all that's gonna do is give us access to Shopify for 3 months. And it's gonna be $1 a month for those 3 months. So in total, you're gonna end up spending $3 to run your store for 3 months. So if you're not able to get your store running in 3 months, what you could do is just cancel the store and then just start up a brand new one, or you could just end up just sticking with it if you are making money. So now it's going to ask us to put in some more information, but I'm just going to go ahead and click on add later. And now what we're going to do is head back over to storebuild.ai and click on verify my Shopify plan. So now that I've clicked on go live, what's going to happen, it's going to bring us to this page right here. And what we can do is either upgrade to the premium theme, where we'll go ahead and get our Lux theme with optimized product pages. You also get 2 pro banners, 20 premium products, sales copy, and premium photos. And that'll be all for $97. So if you guys do want to go ahead and get that, I highly do recommend it. But if you do want to go with the free route, you can simply just go with the starter theme. It's still good. So I'm going to go ahead for this video and just click on decline offer and continue. I'm going to click on go live once more. And now the AI is going to go ahead and build our store in just 1 minute. So now that our store is completely built out by AI, we're just going to go ahead and click on access Shopify and publish. Now we can see our theme is right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on customize and show you guys what this looks like right now. So we can see we got our little banner right here with some more stuff. We can also see that we have a few products already preloaded onto the store. Come down some more, we have our testimonials, and we also have obviously our quick links, so home, catalog, contact. And we can also see on our theme that we do kind of have this little animation, makes the store look really good and premium. So I want to go ahead and check out one of the product pages. So I'm going to click on products, click on default products, and we can see that we have one product on here already with a really good product image. We also have a bunch of different colors and sizes, and we can come down, but for the most part, it's pretty simple and it's really, really good off the bat. So again, if you are a beginner, I highly recommend using this tool because again, you can get a really good looking base template for your first ever store. Because if you are starting off from the beginning, your store isn't going to look this good. So again, I recommend using this. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to storebuild.ai and just click on next. And then once we've done that, we can see that we have a few options right here where we can go ahead and access our community. So that is the community where I go ahead and have all my course, my training, everything that you need in order to get started, and it's all for completely free. Another thing you could do is also get your TikTok ads account set up where you're gonna go ahead and get $130 in ad credits just for signing up. So after you've done both of those things, you can go ahead and just click on next. And now it's gonna go ahead and bring you to your Zendrop account for your brand new store. And if you go inside of here, you can go ahead and find products, and you can see these are all the products that Zendrop has that you can connect to your stores. So say we wanted to find the pet brush that we saw on TikTok earlier, we can go ahead and just search for it. And then we can see right here, this is the one that we saw earlier. And actually, I think this is the exact one that we saw earlier. And we see the product is selling for $2.97 to $6.52. It's kind of all just depends on the product cost and shipping. So we can see here on the right, but I think the person that we saw online was actually selling this product for like $30. So that's pretty much going to be our entire store setup. Again, what I do recommend is after you get your store, go inside of here and start tweaking things and start playing around with things so you can start to learn how to use the platform. Also, really quickly, just let me know in the comments if you guys want to see a video where I go ahead and start tweaking one of these stores built by AI to make it more custom, so you guys can go ahead and follow along and kind of get a deeper dive look into it. But now once we've done that, what we need to do is also go ahead and create a logo and a name for our store. So what I'm going to do is head over to Canva and search through all their templates to see what logos I can create. So when you come over to Canva, you can see they have a bunch of different kind of logos and themes and styles that we can go ahead and choose from. So before we actually go ahead and create a logo, if you can't come up with a name for your store, what you can do is head over to Namelix and search in keywords, and it'll help you kind of come up with business and store name ideas. So I'm gonna go ahead and type in pets, and I'm gonna go ahead and click on generate. So then it's gonna go ahead and ask what name style we want to do. So if we want to have some compound words, something like FedEx and Microsoft, or non-English words, or brandable names, or a short phrase, or like real words or alternate spelling, we can go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on alternate and then click on next. Then it's gonna ask me for the randomness. I typically go with just medium, but then I'm gonna go ahead and type in a little description about our business. I'm just gonna go ahead and type in dog and cat products. Then I'll click on generate. And then we can see that it's come up with a ton of different names for businesses and stores that we can go ahead and use. I know this is the first one, but I also kind of like this one where it says Care Pet. So I do want to kind of create a more simpler look for this store. So I'm going to create the logo, and actually what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a simple logo where it says Care Pet, and I'm going to do that. And then actually what I'm going to do is change the font. And because the store is actually blue, I might do something like... So just like that, we got a simple, clean logo. In my opinion, I really do like this. I typically like doing these simpler and cleaner look logos. Actually, really quickly, I just want to see what this would look like. No. So I'm actually going to go ahead and go with this one right here. I did want it to kind of match the color scheme of the website, so that's why I kind of went with a darker color. So I'm going to go ahead and download this and do a transparent background. Click on download. And now once we've downloaded that, I want to go back to our store, and we can see if you do click on the left side right here, you'll see the theme setting. And you'll have your logo, colors, typography. So also, if you do want your color scheme to match your logo, you can go ahead and actually click on one of these schemes and it'll show you the actual code that you can go ahead and use. But for this video, I'm just going to leave it how it is. So I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop our logo right over there. And it's going to go ahead and enter. And we can see it's Care Pet right here. So I would need to change the sizing to get it to better fit because I do have it 500 by 500. So I'm going to go ahead and click on resize, customize, and I'm going to do something like 200 as the height. So I'm gonna go ahead and do something like 200 as the height, and I'm just gonna go ahead and click on resize this design. Then I'm just gonna make this a little bit bigger right here. Center that, and then download that once more with a transparent background. Then once that is set, I'm gonna go back here, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and slide that right in there. And boom, just like that, we have a simple, clean logo. I actually really do like how this does end up looking with the rest of the store. It does match that simplistic look to the store that we want. Also, this is what it looks like in the mobile view, which again, I really like the way that this looks. So now that is the entire store pretty much made out. Again, all you do need to do from here is just tweak the store a little bit, import your products that you did find online into your store, and then again, just customize it, make it look a little bit better, make it look like it's not just a basic template, because there are going to be a lot of people that use this AI tool. So you do want yours to stand out a little bit more. So now this brings us to step number 4, and that's going to be marketing and your content creation. So the first thing I want to talk about is how to steal like an artist. So what I mean by that is looking for content online and ripping the videos almost exactly. The reason I said almost exactly is because you still do want to change a little bit of the content that you're going to be stealing. So let's go back over to TikTok and search up pet products again. And we can see over here, this is one of the videos from this one person that did really well. So let's go over to their page, and what we can do is then sort by popular and see the videos that did the best for them. So we have this video right here. I'm going to go ahead and turn up the volume.
Oh my God. Isn't it great? I know, it's my dream.
I have goosebumps. Look at this.
So all we simply have to do is just copy these videos almost identically. So what we want to do is take these videos and copy them, but then change a little bit about them. Try and make them even better than they are. So watching it again, it looks to be some sort of step-by-step on how to use the product with a sound over it that kind of matches it and just goes well with the product. So going back to the page and clicking on again, we can see that they're running the exact same video with the exact same sound with the exact same text. The only thing that is maybe a little bit different is the visuals themselves are different. But for the most part, they're still doing the step-by-step, just maybe in a different room, in different lighting. So what you can do is do the exact same thing of copying these videos, but doing them kind of your own way in different settings. Let's go back again and look at this person's right here. We can see they have this text on screen, they have the product in use, and they have kind of like this weird thing that gets people to comment of someone like this. Why are you saving the hair like that? When they take that string of hair and put it in there, and they have that huge amount, that huge basket full of these kind of looks like dreads. We can see another comment right here where it says, why is bro collecting them? So we can see there's also another factor that gets people to comment on these videos. If you're able to create videos that get people to also comment, TikTok's algorithm will see that and push the video out to more people because it doesn't see what the people are actually commenting. All it is seeing is that people are engaging with the videos. The entire goal when you're creating these videos is to try and get people to watch all the way through. Because if people watch all the way through, then you will have a higher retention rate, and TikTok will then again show your videos to more people. Because TikTok makes money by showing people ads, and the way that they're able to show people ads is by keeping people on the platform. So if you end up making a really bad video and someone swipes off the platform, that is not good for TikTok. So when you're creating content, keep that in mind of how can I keep people on the app and help TikTok make more money? Because if you're helping TikTok make money, then they will help you make more money as well. So it simply just comes down to creating really good content, and how you can create really good content that gets a lot of views is by looking at other people that are already getting a lot of views and recreating those videos, but slightly different. So change the camera angle, change the lighting, change the set, maybe have something weird in the background that'll get people to comment on the video. Just do something that is a little bit different from everybody else's to make it stand out. So if you guys enjoyed this video, then you're really gonna enjoy this one. I'm documenting myself starting a dropshipping store all from scratch from A to Z. And I'm showing you guys literally everything that I'm doing to scale this store up to $1 million. So if you guys wanna follow along with that journey, go ahead and watch that video right now.